Hey guys, how you doing today? Um, I want to show you some plants that I've been struggling with. Um, some I've been struggling with for a while and by now are dead. And some I've been struggling with for a while are dying and I don't know if they're going to come back. And some have come back and look a lot better than what they did. Um, I think sometimes we forget to talk about the plants that we do struggle with, and we only tend to show the plants that we have growing that are healthy. And but I think everybody has plants that they struggle with, and I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, but I just kept kind of forgetting about it. And then the other day I was going through some of my plants and I thought, wow, I really have a lot of plants that have gone downhill. um, Some are because I was growing them outside and I think they just totally crashed and burned once I got them in the house. Um, Others, I have no idea. But let's get started. I'm going to show you the very first one. It's the worst one that I have that I actually haven't got rid of yet, and I'm going to as soon as this video is over. Is I had a succulent in here. I don't know what kind it was. Um, My son had gotten me a succulent arrangement for, I believe it was Mother's Day. And it had several in it, and some I lost, and this is one of them. I do not do well with succulents, so she has bitten the dust. But it happens. I am not a succulent person anyhow. I always have problems with them. They usually do okay for me outside in the summertime, but I just don't have the right kind of light to keep them alive. So there's one that is dead, along with many others. And this other one is, or was, I think she is starting to grow some new leaves. But this is my variegated elephant bush. And she looked really pretty when I brought her in the house this summer. And she's not anymore. It looks like she's coming back, but we will have to wait and see. I think she did not like coming in the house. She liked growing outside. And uh, she hasn't liked anywhere I put her. But right now I've got her under one of my 100-watt LED grow lights, and she is starting to come back a little bit. So, but I'm really not going to hold my breath. I just don't do well with succulents in the house. And then my other one that I'm having an issue with is my other elephant bush, my all green one. She is not happy. And this little succulent that's in here with her, it's doing okay, actually. She's gotten really long and leggy, but we'll see. And then this is another succulent that was in with her. Not doing well either, really. And once again, another dying elephant bush. This is the all green one. But I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do. So I'll just have to wait and see. I just don't have the right lighting in my house. And right now I can't keep anything up against, like in my windowsills, which is where they would normally grow if they were in the house in the summer. But with it being so cold, I can't have anything up against my windows. So LED lights are going to have to do it. And I've got these all under LED lights now, so, because I've had to move them out of the window. And my next one that I've managed to kill again, this is, or was, my beautiful purple passion. And she has just bitten the dust. I don't know why. I've had a lot of these plants over the many years, and it seems like I can grow them out really pretty to begin with, and once they start getting long and trailing and get really pretty, they get leggy, and then I start having issues with them. It don't matter if I try to cut them back and propagate and let the plant go, or whether I don't cut it back and propagate. I don't know why. I've probably had about 10 of these plants in the years that I've been growing, and I just don't have any luck with them. I don't know why, and I hate it because this is one of my favorite plants. But every single one I get dies eventually. So I'm still holding out hope, hoping she will come back, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm just not. No, I'm not going to hold it. Now, this other one that I was having issues with a while back, I've had this plant for a really long time. I believe it is a Dracaena. I've had her for about 10 years maybe, and she got really tall, long and leggy, lost all of her bottom leaves, grew up tall, had a secondary baby that come out. It grew up tall and did the same thing, and then I think this was the baby, but the other part died. I don't know why. I have no clue. But I ended up, I pulled her out and I cut her to try to save the plant, because it just wasn't looking good at all. You can see she had a lot of brown leaves. She had spots like this all over her. But this is all new growth from about here up, is what she has pushed up since she's grown all these water roots. And so she was a fail, and then a propagation, and a victory now, I guess you would say. So I'm pretty happy about that. It is a really pretty little plant. Like I said, I've had her for a long time, so that was a pretty nice save. I'll be potting her up later. And the next one I want to show you is this. This is my black cardinal that I got this summer. She was kind of in really, well, she wasn't in really bad shape when I got her, but she did not look good. She was really droopy. Her leaves were really droopy. Her roots were kind of mushy when I got her, and luckily I unpotted her right away. I ordered her from, oh, I forget where I ordered her from, but she just kept failing and failing. She's only got one leaf left, and it's gonna fall off soon. She has a new growth I've been trying to hold on to, but down in here in between the new growth and the other leaves that were on there, they all dropped off. She had a white mold growing, so I took her out. I removed all of the velamin off of her roots, and I just left the root on, and she has grown all of these. I don't know if you guys can see. She's grown all of these new little shoots out. So I will wait and see what she does. I'm hoping she comes back and ends up being a really pretty little plant, because the black cardinal was one that I wanted really bad, and it was kind of a shame that she looked sickly when I got her. Some of you guys might remember my unboxing video of that, but she does have a bunch of new little nubs coming out. But she needs some more roots. So hopefully, and I'm trying hard to keep that other root on, but she's just down in water chilling, and I'm hoping for the best for her. But we'll see. I'm gonna put her on the floor. This next one here is this is my white Christmas cactus. I got her last winter. She was just maybe in a 2-inch pot or a 3-inch pot when I got her, and she really didn't look very healthy. I think I just got her for a couple bucks at Walmart, but it was the only white one they had left, and she still doesn't look like she should. She's real floppy. Her leaves just don't grow in correctly. They've always been like that, but she has gotten a little bit better. I repotted her into a bigger pot this summer, and I waited about a month or so, and she started acting a little bit better, but not much. But I gave her some bone meal and some worm castings, and she finally is kind of starting to look a little better, but her leaves are still not anywhere as thick as what they should be for a Thanksgiving cactus. I mean, she should be a little more succulent-y, and but her leaves are just really thin and spindly and floppy. But she is looking a hair better, so I'll just give her a little bit more time, and hopefully by next year she will be better, because I know that she's probably not going to bloom for me. I see no buds or anything on her, but she could do it later. I kind of hope that she doesn't. I think that if she does start budding out, I might just pull all the buds off as they come on, because I want her to focus on looking better and growing a little bit more. But you can see that she's just like papery thin, and she just doesn't look like how she should. But hopefully she'll straighten up. And then this other plant that I have, she is a Crassula marginalis rubra variegated. Sorry, I was reading the tag. I got her on clearance, and she really didn't look very great when I got her, but I think she was only like $1. She's real thin and spindly. Just don't really look all that great, but she has actually grown out a little bit for me. I've had her in a south window up until now because it's been getting really cold. So I had to pull her out of that window and I set her right under an LED grow light. So, but she has grown a little bit for me. You can see all the newer growth. But a really pretty little plant if she ever straightens up. And I hope she does, because I love the colors. I like anything with that purple or red in it. It's really pretty. And then this is my philodendron. I forgot her name. Dubium. Philodendron dubium. And these were, I bought 3 cuttings, and the cuttings all kind of died back. All the leaves died back. So I cut the root, because they have a big fat root. I don't know if you guys can see it, but and then I just laid them in the soil, and they took off. So this is one big fat root, the stamen, I believe they call it. And then this is a third one, or I mean a second one. And then this is another one, because one of the stems, they're the ones that grow across the ground and then the roots go under. But I had to cut in half because they were rotting. But this is what she did for me. She come back and started growing, and I just put her in this pot not too long ago. So she's got another new growth right here, another new leaf. It's just unfurling. Oh, I'm getting dirt all over. And she's got another one right here. Ooh, what leaf's in the way? Right here's another new growth popping up out of that one. She's got a new growth coming out of this area right there. And then another one right here. So she's got more new growths popping up on all 3 of the roots. So she was questionable. I mean, the philodendrons usually bounce back pretty good. But I struggled with her ever since I got her. And she's coming back looking very pretty. And she's starting to actually get, on some of her a little bit bigger leaves, she's getting her shape to her now. So, kind of neat how they first start coming in, the shape of the leaves when they're little. But, so that's that plant. I think I got 2 more. This is let me move this. This is a philodendron, my philodendron mexicanum. And I was having issues with her. She, hold on. Okay, there we go. I think you guys can see her better. But I ordered her this summer, maybe late winter, early spring, maybe. But she was standing still for me. She didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing in the spring. She didn't do nothing all summer long. And then in the summer, she kind of started finally taking off. And this is her newest leaf. This is the old leaf that was on her when I got her. And this was the old leaf. And this one back here is old leaf, and this is a newer one that she popped up before the last one. And now she has another new growth coming right there. So I guess the point is, you know, try not to give up on your plants, because I mean, some of them aren't going to make it, but a lot of them do when you give a little bit of effort. I mean, of course, you don't, you know, want to drive yourself crazy over a plant, because either a plant's going to make it or it's not. So, you know, but I like to try. And, you know, some plants just don't, no matter what you do. And some plants just take off even when you don't do nothing. So, alright, I got one more plant I want to show you that I've been struggling with, and then we're gonna end the video. Hold on. Okay guys, this is my last plant that I have been struggling with. I got her last winter. It's a very cute little plant. It was real long and it hung down, and it's just beautiful. If you can see the leaf pattern on it, it's like a watermelon. Can you guys see like the watermelon type leaf pattern? Really a very, very pretty little plant. But I have no idea what she is. I think she's a Pelia. But the tag when I got it said Polynesian Ivy. But I knew that wasn't right, because it's too succulent-y. The leaves are too succulent to be ivy, but I mean, I was just guessing. I have no clue. But she fell leaf by leaf by leaf by leaf and just dropped. And I almost gave up on her, because I was tired of fighting the mess. I was tired of fighting, just trying to figure out where she wanted to be, a south window, a west window, you know, highlight, low light. She didn't like nothing. But now, after I ended up cutting her all down, and she was a big, beautiful hanging plant. And I ended up cutting her all back, and I threw her out on my back porch, and I watered her even though she looked dead. I mean, there wasn't nothing, no leaves or anything. But I kept watering her, and then all of a sudden one day she just started pushing up leaves, and now this is what she's grown. But I know she still needs to be in brighter light, and I've got her under a grow light since I brought her in the house, or my LED light, but we'll have to see. But right now, those are the plants that I'm struggling with, and the other ones that I struggled with, you can't see because they're dead. I mean, they're gone. But yeah. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, everybody struggles, and sometimes we bring home plants and they do really good for us, and other times we bring them home and they die, or it's a fight. You fight them, and you know, that's just the way it goes in the plant world. I mean, I've grown a lot of plants over my lifetime, and I've lost a lot of plants, and that is just the way it goes. But I think more and more, the longer you're growing, you'll figure out what grows well for you in your home and what just won't. Like me with succulents, I mean, I just can't. All of my highlight plants, like my orchids, and a few of the succulents that I do have that do good for me, um, those take up my really highlight spots in my house under my LED lights because, um, well, I like orchids better than I do succulents, and I'm not going to pull an orchid out or any other plant that I have under highlight for, uh, I guess what I'm saying is you kind of have to make your choice. When you have limited space, you have to try to make your choices with your plants and figure out, what it is that you really, really want to have in a plant collection and what you don't. It's like for me, I mean, I'm not big on the Dracaena family. I'm not big on the succulent family, and don't start hating me, guys. It just, everybody has their own taste, you know. I mean, I'm sure you guys see a lot of my plants that I have in my collection that you wouldn't want. Just like I watch somebody else's videos or walk around the store and I see plants and I'll pass them by. You know, it's just a matter of your taste. I don't buy plants because they're popular. I don't buy plants because, everybody else has them. I buy plants because I like them. I don't get them just because they're popular or whatever. And I really like the aroid family. I try to stay. I mean, I don't have everything in the aroid family. That would be kind of ridiculous, for one. They all get pretty huge. And for number two, I mean, a lot of the aroid family plants look very, very similar. I don't want to get plants that look very similar to each other. I want to, even if they are in the same family. But, so yeah, that is the plants I am struggling with now, or have in the past, and showed that if you just take a little bit of TLC with the plant, it can pop back, and sometimes it just can't. Like that. I mean, I murdered that plant. I murdered it. And it kills me too because she was under LED light when I brought her in, and I backed off the watering, and she still died. So that is how my succulents usually end up. So, alright guys, I am going to let you go. And you guys have a great week. And if a plant dies, don't worry about it. I mean, try to learn from it, but maybe it just won't grow in your environment. So, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.